Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations, Mr. Edgeworth edition, which is the only edition. So last time, we completed the, I can't remember how many chapters there are, but we beat the last chapter, and now we're on the very, very last chapter. I seem confused, because I just pressed continue, and then it started the cinematic, and then I didn't have enough time to show the cinematic for all of you, so I'm sorry. So we're going in pretty much blind. Yes, so before we hop in, today we have well, not really a stacked lineup, but we have two games that we're going to be playing. We're going to be playing Ace Attorney for a couple hours, not going to be a very long stream, and then we're going to finish off the day with Silent Hill. And I'm going to go pretty late with that, because I've been very excited. I think I hopped off a little too early yesterday with Silent Hill, because I really wanted to hop back on. But I stopped myself, and I said, nope, tomorrow. So, we'll do 2-3 hours of Ace Attorney, and then we'll do, like, 6 to 8 hours of Silent Hill. So, yeah. Just wanted to get I would have just done Silent Hill, but I kind of promised we'd do something else as well, so here we are, a little earlier than usual. So I apologize if I'm a little groggy. The original music for at least one stream? Do I have to reset the entire game to do that? Oh, no, not autoplay. I can't even access anything right now. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on, Edge. Hold on. Hold the phone. Let's restart. We didn't see the in-game, like the intro to the sequence, so I guess we can restart. Let's try that thing that you want. Audio. Arranged. Original. There you go. Are you happy? Yeah, earliest stream you've been to. Hey, well, there's a first time for everything. Are we gonna get the intro cinematic again? I think so. Episode 5. Two cards. One of the Black Raven, and one of the White Raven. A country torn in two. One to the west, and one to the east. What, is this Ace Attorney, or is this real life? When those which were split are made whole again. The truth will reveal itself. It's the Yatagarasu! The Yatagarasu's here! Oh, that's badass! You accursed Yatagarasu! K.U. You think K burned the whole house down? I can probably tell you she probably didn't do it. March 14th, 10:17 a.m. High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. It's so nice, almost dreamlike, to finally have a chance to relax and sip some tea. Especially after what a whirlwind the past few days have been. On my return flight, I was dragged into a case involving an Interpol agent's murder. The next day, I investigated a kidnapping and a murder at Waterland theme park. And later that night, a detective's dead body welcomed me back to my office. Wow, one hell of a day, Edgeworth. One hell of a day. Along with a thief who was out to pilfer files related to a case from 10 years ago. How did I manage to find myself in the middle of so many cases back to back? Well, at least I have today. All I ask is that I be allowed to spend it quietly. Mr. Edgeworth! Oh, that's K. I thought it was gonna be Gumshoe.
This is big! Big, I tell you! Hey, what's wrong with you? Where's your enthusiasm?
And suddenly the phrase, the fragility of dreams, comes to mind.
What are you blabbering about? Fragile dreams? Come on, let's go. The fake Yatagrasu isn't gonna just find herself, you know.
Well, if you must know, it's possible that I was paid a visit last night by your fake.
What?
Unfortunately for us, the thief managed to escape. But even now, they're still looking for this criminal. I mean, I got a hunch it's that, other woman that, escaped the other trial, perhaps? Because she pretended to be the Yatagrasu and leave. You like Kay now? I always liked her. I don't understand the hate. However, I must warn you that we've only had a few hours to search so far. So I must insist that you be patient on this one, Kay.
What's with you today? It's almost like you've had 3 days of non-stop murder. Are you sure you aren't sleep talking to me right now? Anyway, I've got something much more important that I want you to see.
Oh, and that is? Take a look at this. Sends a card to the embassy. Yeah, the first... Well, they just explained it. But the first, case was the latest one that happened the night we returned. And then the flight is this... The flight and the theme park were the exact same day. Those 3 cases happened in one day. Guilty already. On March 14th, I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret. That's quite a bold declaration to send to an embassy. Also, the Yatagrasu doesn't send calling cards as well. I suppose it was inevitable that a newspaper would catch wind of this.
The date in the card mentions it's today.
Today, huh?
Come on, we gotta hurry. The embassy awaits.
I suppose it is quite an urgent matter. But I was hoping to get, a nap. However, do you know which country's embassy we should be investigating? Who writes their plan on a card? Yeah, I mean, I know.
Well, it's some really special country. I'm actually really fuzzy on the details. But never mind that. Where's all your energy? Why are you so lackadaisical today?
I'm not Kay. You're just too wound up.
Well, then you should get too wound up too. Because this might just be our chance to catch that woman.
You mean Miss You?
No, not me. The woman from the flashback, remember?
The woman who killed Kay's father, Baron Faraday, 7 years ago. Callisto Yu. She claimed to be the great thief Yatagarasu, and then disappeared from the courtroom.
Ah, she makes me so mad. The phony. Everyone knows that the real Yatagarasu would never send something like a calling card until companies' underhanded dealings are made public. The target is always totally unaware that the Yatagarasu has paid them a visit.
Wild taste in women? Why are you saying that now?
That's what makes the real Yatagarasu so awesome.
You? He could learn a thing or two. You mean double homicide murder? Yeah, I guess he could. If he just killed Edgeworth and Gumshoe. I mean, it probably would make his life a whole lot easier. The Yatagrasu's card is shown in this article. It looks to me as though it could be genuine.
See, that's the thing. Whoever it is, the person isn't the real deal, but has knowledge of the Yatagrasu. If this isn't a clue that the woman's involved, then nothing is. Come on.
Fuck! I don't know why I have a cough again. I better not be getting sick again after 1 week. By the way, those gloves are too small for you. Can I just say that? That's been bugging me all game. Your glove like rides up half your wrist. That's not how gloves work. Pull it down.
Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. Out the door you go.
Wait, there are a few preparations I must make before we go. No, bringing a gun to court and then demanding an innocent verdict? Oh. Of course, of course. There's something interesting about this card we found last night here in my office. It's of a different color than the one in the article, which makes me wonder why.
What's up? Any reason why you're boring a hole through the newspaper with your eyes? And you're boring me?
No, no reason at all. Very well, seeing as how Miss Yu is also someone of a special nature to me, as in I'm attracted to a murderer, I agree there is some merit to be found in investigating this.
I knew you'd come around!
March 14th, 5 p.m. Theatrum Neutralis. Oh my god, it's a stage play! We are ready! Ready to embark on our nightly outing. Oh my god, baby samurai! This is where they married and they had a child and our tale begins. I can't control this, it's on a... Oh, look at all these colorful characters. Now my phone's going off. Alright, 2 hydrates. There you go. Done. What a coincidence. Who would have thought that a Steel Samurai stage show would ever be held at such an elegant theater inside a foreign embassy? By the way, is the game a bit loud? I feel like it's a bit loud. We're good? I turned it down a little bit anyway. 10K, you should chug the entire bottle.
But my water! It's supposed to keep my throat all nice and good for the whole stream.
Why is it so dark in my room? It's 10 a.m. Okay, no, it's actually 11 a.m. I guess it really is gonna rain today. That'll be good for Silent Hill. Freddy Fazbear's gonna...
Yeah, the climax was really awesome!
Okay, are you feeling alright?
Steel Samurai Sushi Slash! I got chills down my spine when he pulled that move out!
I suppose it really is more impactful to watch a show in person than on television.
I have to say, though, this embassy is kind of set up funny. I mean, we have 2 countries sharing the same building.
Oh. 2 countries, 2 Yatagarasus, 2 bimbos. As you said yourself, this place and the countries it houses are very special. Even this theater is special in that it is a neutral zone shared by the 2 countries.
So let me get this straight. The Steel Samurai show just now is being sponsored by one of the 2 countries? The one called the Kingdom of Alabast, right?
Yes, it would appear that the Steel Samurai is very popular in that country as well.
Seems that way. You know who I'm really into? The Jammin' Ninja!
Are we really gonna have another theater-based case that involves the Jammin' Ninja and the Steel Samurai? Is Wolverine gonna show up again? Or Sabretooth or whatever. Whatever we dubbed him.
That's something for fangirls like me. We totally gotta see that too, Mr. Edgeworth.
Just gonna get wacky? Oh boy. I did hear, actually, I was gonna mention earlier, I've heard bad things about this last chapter. I've heard some people really don't like it. I don't know. I've been pretty kind to most of these cases. You know, even the ones that have said to be pretty bad, I've still enjoyed parts, so we'll see what happens. You know, ever since I met this girl, I've always had this inkling that she was fucking batshit insane. But what she really wants to be is not a thief, but rather a ninja. It just goes on a little too long. Favorite Ace Attorney case? Oh, it's definitely gotta be the finale of Trials and Tribulations of the original trilogy. That was just too good. So far. We've got a lot of games left to go. And apparently Investigations 2 is even better than this one. So, I'm looking forward. And Great Ace Attorney apparently is incredible as well. And Apollo, I haven't really heard that much about Apollo, so we'll see what we get ourselves into.
So anyway, about today's event, what's it called again?
The Kingdom of Alabast versus the Republic of Babal. Goodwill Jubilee. You know, from the X-Men. The small European countries of the Kingdom of Alabast and the Republic of Babal. Yeah, probably. Do a drinking game of every time Edgeworth says it's time to end this, or this is his final testimony, or some other bullshit he says. And there's still 4 hours left in the case. Oh.
Every time he says that, I'll take a sip of water. Oh my god. Twitch, can you fucking do something about these robots? They're going crazy.
Warn timeout. I mean, it is kinda. It's not posting them to chat, but I get to still see them. There really has been. Especially on that Apex stream we did. Where, you know, we were kind of just playing all night, and then it kind of just dropped off in viewership. So a shit ton of bots just, like, funneled in. Like, it was basically just me, Ryan, and a Blushroom that was there. And it was just, went crazy. These two countries used to have a single entity that was abundant with nature. Abundant, sorry. And it was called the Principality of Cadopia.
Is everything alright, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, I'm alright. Moving on. After a period of civil unrest, the country split in two, though signs of their past remain. For example, their flags preserve the flower and butterfly motifs to this day. Cadopia, huh. KG-8 incident. What was referred to as the second KG-8 incident, in which an embassy staff member was murdered. Both of these cases were related to the Principality of Cadopia. In the 7 years that have passed, the country may have split into two. However, the Etigarasu still sent a calling card here. What could it all mean? A thing to say when a bot comes? Kill, kill? Yeah. I was gonna ask a mod to do it, but I realized I don't think there's any mods here yet. So, you know, the responsibility falls on me. That was not worth it. I'm sorry. I tried to do a slurp gag. It did not work. Edgeworth, help. Help me. Give me CPR with your mouth. I need it. Swear, trust. Can we vote for a mod? No, no. This is a fucking... This is not a... We're not a voting society. Oh, I spat up all on myself. Oh, my baby. Oh, that's gross.
Mr. Edgeworth, I spat up on my shirt.
I know you're thinking about something. No, excuse me. What were we talking about again? Vote protein and vote for a better chance. Hey, no. All right, this is okay. I don't know political terms, but it would have been funny if I did. This is we don't do that. This is what I get for not studying. Gumshoe mod. Gumshoe probably would be... I think Gumshoe would be a good mod, actually. He seems like he's got nothing else to do when he's off duty. He's just eating noodles. That's it. Oh, excuse me. What were we talking about again?
Please stop spacing out on me. Anyway, we were talking about the Alabast versus the Babal Goodwill Jubilee. The two countries have a pretty bad relationship with each other. But supposedly, they've been trying really hard to make it up recently. That's why they decided to hold this event.
If that's the case, then why the verses? Oh, I have been working on the Gumshoe emote, by the way. It was giving me some trouble last night getting it to look good. But I have a pretty nice framework now. It's almost done. So, I mean... If this case is really, really long, it should be done before the end of it. I was working on it last night, and then I got frustrated, and then I turned it off. It's like, fuck! But, you guys want a little, a little sneak peek of how it's coming? Oh, I think I already have a photo. Let me go grab it. If my thing will load. Save that. Locked in the closet screaming for Edgeworth. Well, he is screaming. Here, this is what I have so far. It's gonna be... Oh, yeah, there we go. This is what we got so far. Not colored, and it's a bit rough, but that's what we have. I went through a couple iterations, like maybe he's confused, he's thinking. And I was like, oh, maybe he's screaming. Maybe his jaws dropped to the floor. Also, both countries claim to own the real... I thought I was going to say Phoenix Wright statue. I was like, huh? The Primidu statue.
A national treasure to both. We're planning to have them publicly evaluated today to see which one's the real deal.
Okay, need I remind you to take care and not succumb to your thieving desires?
Well, when it comes to treasure, I just can't help myself. You know that.
She had better be saying that in jest.
Hey, I can read your body language, you know, and you've got it all wrong. Look, I'm here to do some investigating. Investigating, I tell you!
Is that kid playing Steel Samurai on the Sega Dreamcast right there? I don't know why, but that... I'm supposing that's probably supposed to be a VCR, but it kind of looks like a Sega console to me. I have no clue why. It just reminds me of Sega for some reason. I don't even think it looks like one of their consoles. I know. And although we don't know if the Yatagarasu will make an appearance, I suppose we should still spend some time examining this place. A Steel Samurai spin-off game? When? Hello. 10 more minutes. No, 5 more minutes. But isn't this really bad for me to spend time doing this? It's no use! Would someone please just tell me what I should do? If you're gonna be troubled by something, may I be of any assistance? Leave me alone! I'm trying to figure out just the right time to talk to that girl over there. If I mess up, it'll be because I'm talking to you right now. Suddenly get the feeling he's about to fall flat on his face. No, let's just do as he wishes and leave him alone. This is the perfect angle! Go, my image! Travel across the wave world into every TV set across the globe! A more honest approach to appearing on TV might serve your ambitions better. Hello, woman. Oh my god! Look who it fucking is. it's been a while. It's me! Genderbent. We're here reporting live from the Theatrum Neutralis. As you can see, tonight's audience is full of enthusiasm. Let's see what this member of the audience has to say. Well, Oh, that's good. Let's do one more run-through. Excuse me, but when you are ready to film for real, would you mind giving me a call? Since that you didn't hear a single word I said. Oh, boy. Well, she's buddy-buddy with Wright. I don't think she's buddy-buddy with Edgeworth.
Where in tarnation are they? Come on, big scoop! Hey, mister, get out of the way! Yeah, I'm talking to you!
Seem to remember this woman from somewhere. Yet my instincts are directing me not to engage conversation with her. Perhaps it would be best if I left her alone. Oh, is that it? It's just a little cameo. Aw. Is she waiting for Phoenix Wright and Meyer or something? Appears that the child is watching a video from the first season of The Steel Samurai. You know which is the first season?
Go, go, keep on fighting until your last breath. Go, my hero, the Steel Samurai!
Completely absorbed in singing the theme song, I say. I'll let the child watch in peace. What are you gonna do, like push him out of your way? I forgot she was here. It's just like she says one line and then Edgeworth's like, "Yep, I should not talk to her." Hello. He knows every episode. It's so based. I love that everyone who kind of gets like a little bit into it or watches like one episode gets like super enraptured. That's really funny. Is there something I can help you with? I was wondering what is beyond these doors. The Babalese embassy is just beyond these doors, sir. I mean, Baba. It's like, what are these names? Do you have business with the embassy? Do you require immediate access? No, that's quite all right. Are you sure, sir? Anyone and everyone's always welcome to the Republic of Babal.
Well, then, since we're here...
Embassy's in some sort of theme park, eh?
You're such a buzzkill.
Okay, that's good. All right. Now give me dramatic slam right there. Oh, stop. Hey, do you mind? Get out of the way, buddy. Okay, once more. 3, 2, 1, action! Okay, was that my fault just now?
Well, he's obviously working. I guess we should leave him alone.
Hey, am I ruining your shot right now? Yeah, get a nice shot of my chest. He shot on my chest until I gumshoed. There are pamphlets about the 2 embassies here on this table. Oh, that's gonna be important.
It still looks weird to me.
The country split into two a few years back, and they've shared the building and its grounds 50-50 ever since.
I guess it's because they don't have the money to build two separate ones, huh?
I should think that's not the reason why, Kay. I suppose it'll just help myself to one of these. What's all the hubbub? Edgeworth saying hubbub is just funny. What's all the hubbub? Ah! Ugh!
Hey, look, it's the Steel Samurai! He's got his son, the Iron Infant, with him.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
You can tell it's not powers because his things are they're on his legs go all the way down to the floor. You can tell that's not powers because the legs he can fit in the costume and then it doesn't drag on the ground. So you know it's a fake.
May I speak with you for a second? The Steel Samurai. Oh my god. How do I look, Kay? Do I need to fix my hair? Do I smell alright? Mr. Steel Samurai, sir, I loved season 2, episode 32. I loved the second part. The first part was mediocre, but the second part, it brought it all home. Sorry. Getting a little ahead of myself.
Mr. Edgeworth, what are you glaring at him for?
Please excuse me. It's just that I've never seen a superhero up close before.
Mr. Edgeworth. Steel Samurai Daddy? He's writing something down for you.
Edgeworth from Steel Samurai Daddy, married man of Neo Tokyo.
Wow! He's giving you a card where he calls himself Daddy. That's not weird at all.
I will treasure this forever. It will go in my coat pocket. Okay, is this actually going to be important? Mr. Steel Samurai, Ambassador Alba is waiting for you.
Wait.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute!
Wait, I have objection! Objection! Stop! Wait! Wait! Steel Samurai, come back! I have an objection! I have a hold it! Wait! How did he know my name? I never told him my name, did I? How did he know my name? And why does he call him Steel Samurai Daddy? Who's in there? Who's in the costume? It's not Powers, because the legs drag on the ground, and I think that's a pretty important detail that they made a big deal about in the second game. So, is it Phoenix? Is it... it could be Old Bag again. She was a part of that case, too. Oh, it could... If it said Edgy, it could have been, Butts. It could still be Butts. He was pretty thin. I missed what the reporter said? Oh, don't worry. We have a history now. Mr. Steel Samurai Ambassador, Alba is waiting for you. And now the Steel Samurai will proceed to enter the kingdom of Alabas to shake the hand of the ambassador. The Steel Samurai isn't only here for the two countries tonight. Maybe it's the evil lady. Maybe she's going to kill the ambassador. But rather can be thought of as a goodwill ambassador from our own country as well. Well, there he goes, off to spread the goodwill to the world. Oh, I thought it was going to be more like fucky. It was like going to be Larry Butts. And it was going to be like, oh, Larry. But now it sounds like that was actually you. Not you. You. Callisto you. Going to kill the ambassador as a little goodwill.
I don't know. He really does seem like a goodwill ambassador, doesn't he? This just in, the Steel Samurai is killed again! Okay, we're shooting the next segment now. Cue the camera. Just a few seconds, the Gem and Ninja show is about to begin. After the show, the Gem and Ninja will enter the Republic of Babal. He's set to meet with the ambassador of Babal at the time. The Gem and Ninja show's about to start. We gotta get back to our seats! Regrettably, I don't have much of an interest in ninjas. Samurais are much more noble, like the noble shinobi. Have you ever played Sekiro? Okay, it's an excellent game. Wonderfully difficult. Difficult in a sense where it's completely fair, and every mistake is your own. If you get really good, you can complete the whole game without dying one time. I would argue it has the best movement of any Souls-like game that's ever come out. Well, from FromSoft themselves. Anyways, sorry. Oh my god, it's the same image. If we even miss a second of the Gem and Ninja's awesome playing, I'll never forgive you! I suppose you're not about to give me such as much of a choice. I could listen to that A Ninja Marked for Death's Lullaby song all day! Sekiro is a completely fair game. Oh my god, could you... the final boss is just... chef's kiss. You can completely deflect every attack if you are on point. It is excellent. But, okay. Oh, there is one enemy in that game that gets my blood boiling like nothing else. Well, maybe Phoenix Wright would maybe outrank them, but... oh, there's this enemy called the Headless. There are several of them. Not just one, not just two, not just three, but about roughly 17 of them. Maybe not that many, I can't remember exactly how many there are, but there's a lot, and they're not even required for any trophies or anything. They're just there to be bitches, and they give you items that most likely you're not even going to use. They're just pointless little theatrics, and then you go, you beat one, and then you get an item you're never going to use again. And then it's like, oh, well, you beat the boss, it's really cool, you did it, oh, you get the... But the boss isn't even good. You have to use an item to even get close to beating him. If you don't use an item, you'll have a build-up of a status effect that could kill you instantly. It's bullshit, Kay, it's fucking bullshit. Anyway. Have I told you about the Demon of Hatred yet? Have I talked about that yet? His superb playing and that sad melody really brought a tear to my eye. And his heart-wrenching voice, now that's the Gem and Ninja's greatest weapon. I'm still thinking about Sekiro. Ah, those pieces of Gem and Ninja merchandise over there! I've got to have them! I especially want the hair sticks they're selling exclusively at these shows. They're exactly like the ones of the heroine the Princess Misala wears in her hair. Anyway, back to an interesting topic, such as Sekiro. Anyway, hold it right there, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes? You're thinking of going home, aren't you? Well, it doesn't seem likely that the Yatagarasu will be making an appearance tonight. Demon of Hatred's the only reason you haven't beaten the last two boss rushes. You know, I never played the boss rushes. I kind of feel bad that I never got to them. I got super into Sekiro at some point, like, after the initial stream series we did. I think I've talked about this, but I got really into it. I could talk about Sekiro for so long. And I went for the Platinum Trophy, which doesn't require the boss rushes, and I never did them, and I feel kind of bad about it, because I got to a point where I was first trying the final boss, and it was really fun, because I was just going around looping New Game Pluses to get, like, enough points or whatever to max out my skill trees. And I think I beat Demon of Hatred properly 3 times. And then for every subsequent playthrough, I did the trick where you just, like, send them off the edge. They got new bosses at the end. I guess the only reason that I didn't really do them is because they didn't have trophies. I was like, well, there's no point in doing them. But, yeah, if I ever go back to play Sekiro again, I definitely will. Doesn't seem likely that the Yatagarasu will be making an appearance tonight. Most likely it was a simple prank.
No way! I just know the Yatagarasu will show!
But I thought you said that the Yatagarasu doesn't send calling cards.
Yeah, I did, but...
I figured that from the very beginning that this would wind up being a wild goose chase.
That card she sent was a genuine fake calling card.
A genuine fake?
Well, how can I word this? The Yatagarazu's mark that's on the calling card is exactly the same as my mark. Get it now?
Okay, I thought I read that wrong, but she did say that exact thing.
Yeah, you know, the symbol on the card's the exact same as the one that I wear. Do you get it?
That she's not a fake and you're planning to burn the whole place down? In 5 hours? We've got a problem. The Yatagarasu has been spotted in Alabast. What?
You hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? Ha! So you finally decided to show yourself, you phony? Hey, what gives?
I'm sorry, but I'll need to search you before you enter.
What? Hey! The Steel Samurai just busts right through there with that one! If you don't hurry up and let me through, my phony is going to escape.
Oh my god. The Steel Samurai got through without a search.
He got through there without being searched.
Oh, that's important. He took a gun in there.
He's got a machine gun. He's gonna kill everybody. Oh, shit.
Okay, a country's embassy is considered to be a part of the country itself. If you don't go through the proper procedures to enter the country...
Mr. Edgeworth, I'm gonna enter through Babal and climb over to the wall to Alabast.
Hold it!
You would tell a prosecutor straight out that you intend to illegally enter another... Okay, you listening to me?
Okay, Faraday, I'm coming through.
Yes, and welcome. Someone stop her, anyone! Oh my god. Safety helmets, boots, high-vis vests must be worn at all times. All visitors and drivers must report to site office. I think I had one too many British biscuits. Okay, where are you? Don't tell me you really did find some way over this fence. Fire! This is too big for us to handle! Looks like the Yatagarasu came to Babal too! You accursed Yatagarasu. Okay, you had better be alright, wherever you are. I love that. That art. That's gonna be the thumbnail right there. Well,
I told you it wasn't me.
oh shit, it's that guy. Is he dead? Is that... the prosecutor that was from 1-5's oh no, he was a detective, but he used to be a prosecutor, right? Or something like that. Is that his thing? He had like a knife they would cut his beard with, right? I don't know, it just reminded me of him. The cowboy boy.
Hold it!
The cowboy boy. 30 flights of stairs. Okay. burn down the embassy. Did you? Mr. Edgeworth, are you alright? Jesus Christ. You're winded. Fine. Please, just walk me through the situation. Gumption. I'm fine. Kay, are you alright?
Do I look alright to you? Now can you do something about this woman?
Mr. Edgeworth. Detective Gumshoe, what's the meaning of this? Well, sir, it's this. He's...
It wasn't me! He was already dead when I ran in here, hot on the heels of the fake Yatagarasu. Look, I only came in here because I saw a suspicious person at the open air stage.
A suspicious person?
Long black coat, hoods over their head. I dare you to tell me that's not suspicious. I saw that person, I immediately thought they must be the fake Yatagarasu. So I chased after them into the embassy and then into here, and then lost sight of them. But I just know that the person is the one who did it.
What are you so worked up over? There's no reason for you to be this loud. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're Agent Lang's secretary? Sheena, I believe your name is correct. And if you're making an arrest, I assume you have evidence that it is Kay who has committed the crime. Is that also correct? You refuse to answer.
I don't need to answer.
You're merely a prosecutor in this country, meaning you have no investigative authority. Hey, pal! Just what the hell does what you just said mean? I mean, I'm super confused right now. If it happened here, it's under Mr. Edgeworth's jurisdiction. That's the end of it. And seeing as how this building is sitting on our soil, we can investigate however we like. Unfortunately, detective, embassies are a different matter. This office is considered to be a part of the Republic of Babal, which means that anything that happens in here defaults to the control of the Babalese government and Babalese law. Oh, Laser missed everything. Well, here, let me give you a quick recap. So, you know, we got the reveal that everything happened in the last 3 days. We already knew that. Then, Kay burned down a building. But that was the opener. That was the non sequitur. We didn't know at the time that she didn't actually do it, but we already knew she didn't actually do it. Then we went to the hall that is actually 2 countries' embassies put together. It's also a theater, and then we watched a play about the Steel Samurai. Then Edgeworth talked about Sekiro for like 10 minutes, and then we watched the Jam and Ninjas play, and then Kay ran off because the Yatagarasu was spotted. Then the building was burning. Now we're here with Gumshoe, and there's also a dead guy on the floor. Is that everything? Did I miss anything? Oh yeah, and the Steel Samurai costume that came through the main hall recognized us as well. There, I think that covers about everything that's happened. He also missed an amazing play. Yeah, that's true. Giving them exclusive extraterritorial rights. Extraterrestrial rights? Sure, do you really believe the truth is out there? You think E.T. should have human rights? I don't know, Mr. Edgeworth. Seems a bit too far-fetched for me. Basically, our country's laws do not apply inside the embassy of another country. That's what was agreed to by our respective governments. You didn't think I would stream so early? You're just making clips? Oh. Yeah, well, I wanted to get to streaming right away today, so we could get some Ace Attorney in, and so we could do some Silent Hill as well. Did you upload the clips already? Let me know when you do. I'll retweet them. Which means we can do little here in this situation. No way, sir! Please leave this matter in Interpol's hands and go home. Mr. Edgeworth, let's go home and Netflix and chill. We'll do it at your house, where you have plenty of actual food and not instant noodles. Nice try, Detective. That's the third time this week you've tried that one. I know.
Hey, you're not Mr. Edgeworth.
In that case, allow me to join your investigation. I'm guessing this is the agent. Never mind. Never mind at all. It's Von Karma. Wow. Okay. And this guy. No, not her! Anybody but her!
Ambassador Peleno, I truly appreciate you allowing me to join the investigation.
It's really nothing. I'm not evil. I'm not evil. My hands just do this naturally, you see. Manny was my secretary, so of course I want to help you as much as I can. In fact, it's a blessing that Interpol agents were able to come so quickly. Francesca? Hold on, my nose is stuffing up. What the hell's happening? Ugh. Okay. Francesca?
Well, I never imagined that I'd meet you here of all places. This is an embassy, meaning that you have no authority to conduct. Hold it! Already? What is it?
Ambassador Peleno. And you are? I'm Miles Edgeworth, public prosecutor. I ask that you please allow me to investigate this case as Miss Von Karma's assistant. Assistant?
Miles, what in the hell do you think you're...
Please, I implore you, Ambassador Peleno. Very well, I'm counting on the two of you. Miss Von Karma, Mr. Edgeworth. What do you mean by you'll be Miss Von Karma's assistant? Well, Gumshoe, don't you know? Me and Von Karma are step-brother and step-sister. I don't exactly have a choice, do I, Detective? If I don't become Francesca's assistant, I can't participate in this investigation.
There you go again, running your mouth with that aloof expression on your face.
Francesca, please.
I don't know what you're planning quite yet, but at least I do know one thing, that you are now my subordinate. Just remember that my whip is always ready to wake you, should you have a brain lapse.
Of course, I'll keep that in mind.
If you're done playing games...
Right, let's begin the investigation.
I mean, pretty good start so far.
Oh, she's still holding K. By the way, Detective, I suppose it's a bit late to be asking, but why are you here? Well, better late than never, I guess, sir. I was placed on guard duty for the Babylonian embassy today. Why are our police guarding an embassy? Well, on account of the card they got from the Edgeworth, they called us and asked for help, sir. Oh, and because we've been searching for the Edgeworth for the past 7 years. It was more or less a mutually beneficial arrangement, if you ask me. Except for how mutually unbeneficial this has all turned out to be, I suppose. Looks like you failed to competently perform your guard duty yet again. Look forward to your next salary negotiation. Although it's out of my hands. But sure, if it gets cut anymore, I won't be able to buy even instant noodles anymore. Oh, Gumshoe.
He can't do everything on his own. Why didn't any of the other police officers do it? He was trying.
Small personal safe.
This was Mr. Cochin's office, so perhaps he stored his most important documents in here.
Of course, it's locked. Appears we won't be able to open it without the key. Alright. Mr. Edgeworth, there's still something on this display rack, sir. Knives, huh? Although the blades, all that remain of them. I guess the handles all got burnt off by the fire. So even the knives fell victim to the fire. He's already sweating. Ambassador Polino, are these knives yours? Why, yes, they are. They're a special set of ornamental knives featuring the national symbol of Babal. Okay, so it's not Marshall's, alright. These butterfly-themed knives, along with Alabast's own set of knives, are comprised of 3 knives each. But I can't believe the Babalese ones have been reduced to this state. Ornamental knives, huh? There's a small release of tang on this blade. Ambassador Polino, what is the notch here for? Oh, that. It's a feature of these knives when you can freely exchange the handles on them. So that we can change how they look to fit the situation, of course. I see. So these knives were constructed so that the handles could be easily removed. That shelf in the corner of the room has 3 different types. One for America, Japan, and France. Oh yeah, the Space Needle, is that what that is in the Statue of Liberty? Curve. I know that one. This is the curve. This is the iconic curve. You done it? Alright. By the way, Bossman, does Marshall ever come back? I don't know if I already asked this. Obviously, it's like from this game onward, because, you know, it's after all of the like redo of the original Ace Attorney with the bonus chapter. I probably already asked, actually. Okay, so the clip you did for Silent Hill 2 was how Blushroom was fawning over a Pyramid Head so much. I mean, that's probably it's really good. If he does, it's been erased from your memory. So our victim was the Secretariat. I hate that word. That word doesn't make sense to my brain. The Secretariat of this embassy, I take it? Manny Cochin. I heard that he was an admirable person. Very admirable. The cause of death is a stab to the base of his neck. He was lax in watching his back. We were fortunate enough that the fire missed our victim's body for the most part. If the fire had burned a bit longer, it would have made identifying him a hassle. Mr. Cochin was stabbed to death in the middle of a raging fire. What in the world happened inside this room? Whitey wasn't badly burnt by the fire. Well, he's got a key right there. There appears to be something in his pocket. Something in his front pocket for me. Oh, it's the key knife! It's the Yatagarasu key knife. Isn't this the Yatagarasu's key that was stolen 7 years ago? But that's... 7 years ago? Oh! You mean that case where I was framed, sure? Yes. It's the piece of evidence that stole the life of Kay's father 7 years ago. Which was then stolen by Callisto Yu. What? Mr. Faraday was killed with this key, sir? I thought he was killed with the knife. Yay! Scruffy, at the very least, try to remember the details of a crime you were a suspect in. Francesca, as you will recall, Detective Gumshoe was not present when Miss Yu made her escape. Plus, even among law enforcement, only a few knew of the key's existence. I doubt that a new rookie at the time would have made privy to such knowledge. I feel like the victim right now. Well, trampled on, sure. Suppose I'll just have to fill you in now. The secret to this key is... That took really long. Oh, wow, that's an amazing trick, sir. It's almost like some kind of magic trick. There's no blood on it, though. Not this time. I knew it. It's the same exact piece of evidence that Miss Yu took with her. It's also got the symbol of one of the countries. I remember this beautiful pattern on the blade. Remember this as well. It's a vine motif, isn't it? Yes, it looks like two interwoven vines crisscrossing down the blade. Vines, sure. I think it looks like a bunch of stars, if you ask me. What? 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 What are you talking about? It's one of those six-sided stars. Well, just like the police mark on our IDs. I don't see it. I know what he's talking about, but I don't see it. I really don't think you can call these stars. To say that the detective's art sense is underdeveloped would be an understatement. The real question is why the Babylese Embassy's Secretariat was holding this. While we don't know how Mr. Kojin came to possess this key, we do know that it was stolen by the Yatagarasu from the Katopian Embassy. That's right. Mr. Faraday had written down the fact in his organizer. I believe this means that further research is required into the court. Sorry. Force of habit. The country of Kadopia. Why don't you ask Ambassador Peleno about what he knows? Supposedly, he was the candidate to be the next Kadopian ambassador once long ago. He should be able to answer any specific questions you may have. She's a lot less annoying as an adult than as a child. This man, where do I know him from? It's a knife wound. It's obvious that he was killed with... it's obvious what he was killed with, but I wonder if it's consistent with the wound. Indeed. Indeed. Well, can I put together a knife and... No, I don't even have it. Okay, that's fine. I'm not even done here, apparently. I missed something. Okay, let's see. Oh, the knife is sitting right there. Is this knife the murder weapon? Some preliminary testing has been conducted. He's got the worst ad ever. According to the results, the blood on the net matches the victim's blood. The knife's shape was also found to be consistent with the stab wound. I suppose this means that we now know that the crime was committed with this knife. This knife's got some really fancy ornamentation going on, huh, sure? This thing's practically screams Yahtzee at me too. Although it's also covered in blood, just like the last thing I saw that was Yahtzee. But the handle is pristine. There's not a single drop of blood on it. Speaking of the handle, I believe it has a butterfly motif. It's very beautiful. Butterfly motif, huh? Interesting. And there seems to be a blade missing. Seems to be a blade blissing. So, seems like a blade was taken off the wall. And from the info we've gathered, they've probably changed the bottom to, you know, frame somebody. Frame one of the embassies. But this is the butterfly embassy, isn't it? Yeah, it's on the wall right there. So surely they wouldn't have had to change that. Do we know anybody that's associated with butterflies, guy? Anybody at all? At all here? Hey, it's another butterfly. I think it's the symbol of the Republic of Babal. Drawing this big on the wall of an embassy is definitely conveying a sense of overwhelming patriotism. Well, I got a lot of patriotism too, sir. The reason I became a cop in the first place was because I wanted to protect our country. And a swell job you've done. You may want to, Detective, however, I have yet to see the fruits of your desire. You don't have to put it so blunt, sir. Come on. Gumshoe's come through before. Poor Gumshoe.
Like, remember when he got the evidence we needed at the end of the third game or second game or wherever the kidnapping happened? I think that was the second game. Yep, that was definitely the second game. Sorry. So many Ace Attorney memories are being filled into my brain. I don't know why my nose is getting all stuffy so quickly. Especially during the Ace Attorney sequence. Couldn't that happen during the Silent Hill sequence? Sorry, but Interpol is conducting an investigation beyond this point. I'm a subordinate of Miss Von Karma. Is there some reason why I can't, why I'm being denied access? My superior clearly stated, don't you dare let anyone near the site. You got it? If I let you examine the site, sir, my superior would get really angry at me. You know, Mr. Edgeworth, I feel really bad for this guy. So why don't we do what he says? Yes, I suppose we might as well. My pronunciation today's been fucking off. Because this is a national treasure, can I ask that you please not touch it? I'm afraid the only ones allowed to touch it are myself and the Secretariat. Hold it! But there is a possibility that it is related to the murder, wouldn't you agree? Mr. Edgeworth, why don't you give up for now? We can force him to let us investigate it later when we find some solid proof. This was sort of a choice. This might be one of the prima due statues Kay was talking about earlier. Is it just me, or does this man look just like the Steel Samurai? They could be twins. This one's got a flower on it. Which is the other one? Oh, the flag was burned. That chum fireplace. You know, it really gives this place a mansion-like quality, don't you think, Cher? Oh, if these are a staple in every Babyliss house, then I bet Santa Claus pays them a visit too. How old are you again, Detective? Okay, are you alright? You believe me, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth? You don't think I did it, do you? Of course I don't, mostly. And I promise to prove that it wasn't you. That's enough chit-chat. You can investigate all you like, but it's only a matter of time before we take her in. It would be wise of you to give up while you can. No, I don't think so. Kay isn't lying. My investigation will prove that to be true. Go ahead and try then, if you're that confident. To allow this to continue this way, I must prove her innocence post-haste. These shelves are lined with American souvenirs and memorabilia. It's really strange, isn't it? I mean, I thought this was supposed to be a Babyliss embassy. So, why are there so many American souvenirs here, sir? Perhaps the Babyliss are studying American culture and our tourism industry? If they have plans to make the Babyliss tourism industry truly flourish, then they would need to observe and study other countries' methods, I suppose. Speaking of tourism, I got these from the blonde guy earlier. Oh, that was Gumshoe talking. He said that if I bring these with me to Babal, I can trade them in for a few buffets. Oh, so how do you expect to travel to Babal? Well, the whole world's connected by oceans, sir. And all you can eat buffet, I'd swim all the way to Babal if I have to.
few simple coupons really motivate people to do such fantastic things? I mean, you'd surely die to some ocean creature or a current. Or the water. You'd definitely drown. I bet you wouldn't even make it out of the bay. Yeah, do I have enough puzzle pieces? Motif on handle, butterfly of a ball. Oh yeah, there we go. He's got a butterfly.
He's got a butterfly on it.
The design on this knife's handle. It greatly resembles the special Babylonis species of butterfly.
It does, doesn't it? Plus, it says right here.
This knife is property of the Republic of Nepal. Well, there you have it. Perhaps this means that the knife was used in the crime? That the knife used in the crime was found right in this room. Oh, that's it? Oh. Does everyone dislike you? No, no.
It was just a coinky dink.
We discovered the trick 7 years ago, and with it, we were able to corner Miss Yu. But who would have thought that I'd see this key again after all this time? Oh, I thought it would turn back into a key. I thought maybe the locked safe would be related to the key, the Yetagarasu's key. I guess I gotta talk to him as well. Somebody told me to do that. Looks like this was once a magnificent grandfather clock, but it has fallen victim to the fire. Hey, Miss Edgeworth, is it okay for me to talk to the clocks in my house, sure? Oh, talk about the clocks in his house. I thought it was, I don't know, going crazy. Unrelated to this case, I hope that you will refrain from sharing, but... Well, there's just one clock that I made myself, but the timer... That's quite enough, Detective. But the timer on it manages to auto...
Miles Edgeworth,
What is it?
let me tell you something. You are currently my subordinate. And if you wish to convince everyone else of that, you will speak to me with respect.
What's with the giddy glint in her eyes? I don't think that will be really necessary, Francesca.
Oh, really? Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change the fact that you are still under me.
I thought Francesca was flying around the world in pursuit of the smuggling case. So then why is she here at this embassy? Because of Manny? This is like completely related to the smuggling case. What are you, fucking stupid, Edgeworth? What are you, a buffoon?
I was investigating the Alabastian embassy when I got wind of this mess.
Ah, that's right, the Anagarasu was due to appear at the embassy as well.
Yes, but the difference is that we didn't have a fire over there.
Although there was an incident at the Alabastian embassy as well.
I left Agent Lang in charge of that case and came over to the Babylonis embassy.
So Agent Lang is here as well?
I see you've met. Well, he's here at the Alabastian embassy acting as a bodyguard for Ambassador Alba. However, he seems to have a different reason for being there.
Turned into Gumshoe for a second? Oh, sorry, was that me fucking up the voice? Apologies.
So the suspect on the murder case that occurred in this office is that little girl I see. Is she perhaps trying to be the Yetagarasu?
Kay would never harm a soul, sure.
Kay.
You remember, do you not? About the case we investigated together 7 years ago? That girl is the daughter of the victim in that case, Mr. Faraday.
Ah, so she's that feisty little girl.
Kay's been on the trail of the Yetagarasu, which is how she ended up here. Looking for the one who took her father's life.
I see.
Kay's trying so hard, but you know what? That Yetagarasu just keeps tricking us all.
How
so. The Atagarasu sent a card saying, I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret. They're talking about the kinks. All we've had is an arson and a murder. The lab boys are going in circles. You know what this is, sirs? It's a breach of contract, and it's going on the rap sheet.
If you ask me, I'm perfectly fine with the fact that nothing was stolen tonight. I do wonder, though, if Callisto Yu really is the Atagarasu.
Whoa. That tissue did not catch what I was putting down.
Oh man, why? Why now? Why do I have to be so sneezy? Ugh. I can't wait for spring to be over. Like, spring in of itself, I like it because it's, you know, it's kind of cool. It's not too warm. It is warming up, but lots of rainy days, which are my favorites, but then all the pollen is just radical. Perhaps when my new mic is actually available to use, it'll cut out most unnecessary audio, because apparently that's what it does. I need to speak right into the top to get a good quality sound. I'm very excited to use that when I can. You ready to make your prediction? Alright. Appears that he died from a stab wound. Whoever did this had a lot of nerve. I just can't fathom what could have led the killer to turn a knife against a man.
I just can't fathom what the prosecutor lashing out with her whip is thinking. There's definitely two. There's two Yatagarasus working here. It's you and somebody else. Because there was two different calling cards. There was a white and a black one. I was gonna say it was probably Manny, but he's dead now.
Would you mind not pointing that in my direction? It's dangerous. And anyway, why are you showing it to me?
I have no particular reason.
If you have no reason, don't bring that dangerous object near me, do you understand?
Is he really that oblivious to the irony in that statement? He lets loose that dangerous whoop of hers for no reason all the time.
Would you mind not pointing that in my direction? It's dangerous.
Oh, it's the same thing. Alright. Oh, I guess I could present the statue too. Nope, never mind. I can't believe that Manny fell among thieves tonight. Without him, I have no idea what my schedule for tonight is. Ambassador Polino, I believe your schedule tonight will consist of listening to reports from the police, and that and only that. I ask that you cooperate, not only for your own sake, but for Mr. Cochin's as well.
You're a rather strong man, aren't you? How fascinating!
Here, I know it isn't much, but I'd like you to have these. I'm sorry, but it would be against my principles to accept a bribe.
Oh, no, these are simply coupons we distribute to promote Babal. Remember, we offer a large number of discounts and offers when you visit lovely Babal.
I remember the Republic of Babal is known for its feverish tourism industry. I was wondering if you might tell me a bit about the deceased, Manny Cochin.
He was my secretary and the embassy's secretariat, charged with running the whole place. He was an admirable man. His death is a great loss to our country. He was in charge of everything. Accounting, printing, taking care of our national treasures.
I'm sorry, but did you say printing?
Our country's primary source of revenue is our tourism industry. So in order for us to print the necessary pamphlets, flyers, coupons, etc., we have a printing press here at the embassy.
I see. Please excuse my forwardness, however. I feel I should mention that I have had the distinct impression that I've met him before. Oh, yes. Since you're of the legal profession, I suppose you might just have. After all, Manny was involved in the KG-8 incident. The KG-8 incident? It's almost as if I completely forgot, even though I remembered a second ago. Oh, shit. The defendant who was found innocent in that case was Manny. So your Mr. Kojin is the same man as the one in that case? It's been 10 years. Manny recovered personally from that case and dove enthusiastically into this job. He was the one who planned this event and was to oversee the embassy's renovations. It really is a shame he had such a bright future ahead of him. What exactly did you mean earlier by renovations? We can't have tourists and visitors to our embassy think we're a poor nation, can we? So renovating the embassy is something of an investment. We may have a rather paltry budget, but we're trying our best to make do. However, I guess the only person who could have helped us do our best is no longer with us. Ambassador Plano, I was wondering if I may ask you about Kitopia. Kitopia? Alright. What would you like to talk about? Also, Laser, did you intend to finish your statement? Your theory? Or... Oh, I dropped my controller. It slipped through my legs. Poor Spider-Man controller. Don't worry. Your reign will soon be over. Your thought process? Well, you didn't finish your thought. Oh, it's the girl who's holding K. Oh, I didn't even fucking see that. I didn't even read that. Sorry. My brain's fried. I'm tired, okay? I woke up 2 hours ago. I'm sorry. He already said. I didn't see that. Ah! Apologies. You think it's Sheena? Really? Nah. I don't know about that. This is what I get for streaming right after I wake up. You get stuff like that. I'm a foggy boy. Yeah, I'm illiterate. Yeah. To be fair, I was supposed to take a shower to wake up, and then there was no hot water. My brother used it all. I don't know how the fuck he uses all the hot water in one sitting every single time, but he does. So I couldn't wake up properly. So I'm, running on nothing. I haven't eaten. I'm just making excuses. Katopia? Alright, what would you like to talk about? I don't think it's Sheena, though. I don't know. She doesn't seem malicious to me. But you were right about the last case. First, I'd like to ask you about this key. What about this key? I found it sticking out of Mr. Kojin's pocket. I believe it originally belonged to this embassy, is that correct? Upon closer inspection, it seems that this key is shaped like a butterfly. That's not all about this key, it's also capable of changing into a knife. Oh! She's the only one who wanted the people arrested in the previous cases. Lang seemed to almost be controlled by her, too. I'm thinking the killer would be someone who was already introduced. And Sheena's the only one who fits the bill as a possible killer 3. 3, she's a woman. Okay. I didn't get the impression that Lang was working under her, but maybe. She kind of did everything he said, right? It's possible that the ambassador didn't know about the existence of this key. In its knife form, there is a flower mark on the base of the blade. I guess this knife might be from when we used to be a part of Cadopia.
Hold it!
How did you come to that conclusion? It has both of Cadopia's national symbols, the butterfly and the flower. I suppose Manny used this key here at the embassy back when we were still Cadopia. Oh, there we go. Thank you. We had to let him tell us that the key was being used. Ambassador Polino, this key was stolen from the embassy 7 years ago. By Callisto Yu, otherwise known as the Great Thief Yatagarasu. Oh, really? I don't know anything about that. That's why I'm rubbing my hands together like a fly. You were not aware that Miss Yu had broken into this embassy at that time? I'm sorry, I can't be of much help. I'm not very familiar with the details, you see. I only became the ambassador after Babal became its own independent nation. If Manny were still alive, he probably would know about what happened back then. Mr. Kochin and Miss Yu knew each other 7 years ago. That doesn't explain why I found the Yatagarasu's key here in the present. Ah. We know for a fact that the Yatagarasu's key was used at this embassy. Furthermore, we found it in the victim Mr. Kochin's pocket, which leads me to think that perhaps it's the key to the personal safe in his office. Good thinking, sure. Let's go try it out. I had that idea way before he even told us. By the way, it appears I was correct. The key that was left to us in the victim's pocket, it literally turned out to be the key to the next piece of the truth. Think Lang's too dumb to be a killer? What do we have here? Hey, there's nothing inside. Do you think the Yatagarasu made off with everything, sure? No, Detective. I believe all we need is a closer look. Look right there, you buffoons. What is this here? Looks like a ripped corner of a piece of paper, sure. No, I don't think it's ripped. Seems more to me like it's stuck inside the safe. Hey, you're right. It won't budge an inch, not even when I tug on it. I don't think I've ever seen a piece of paper stuck inside a safe before. That's a phony wall!
Hold it!
Detective, I think you have it backwards. It's not the paper that's strange. It's the safe. What do you mean? What I mean is that the secret to the safe is that it has a crack there. Even just eyeballing it, you can see that the inside is a bit too shallow. Furthermore, with the unnatural way the paper is stuck at the back of the safe, I'd say that there's an extra bit of space behind the back wall of this safe. In other words, the safe has a second compartment. What? I suppose that you are correct in asserting that the paper is stuck in an unnatural manner. However, if what you say is correct, and there is a second compartment, how do we go about opening the door to it then? As you can see, there's no other lock or keyhole in sight. Actually, there is one more spot of interest to me on this safe. Oh? Yes, I believe that spot is the keyhole to our second lock. The safe. The safe and its locks. Alright then. Since you are so sure of yourself, show me how you deduced your answer.
Yes, because it's the same as that.
Hey, there's a hole in your sure. Oddly shaped for a latch hole. Funny shape for a latch hole, huh? Shaped kind of like a star, don't you think, sure? Detective, I would hardly call that shape a star. There must be some kind of reason for this hole. Yeah, maybe I'm overthinking things. Nah, there's no way I could ever do that. Detective Gumshoe, could you please be quiet for a second? You're frightening me. Oh, so I don't have to look at both? Okay, well, it's probably that.
Eureka!
I mean, it's pretty obvious that that's exactly just another keyhole. Like, any nincompoop can see. The other keyhole's sitting right there. It's pretty obvious. Doesn't the shape of this keyhole remind you of something, Francesca? The shape? Yeah, it does look very familiar, almost like that one right there. Oh, shit. However, I believe it's simply a latch hole for the safe's lock mechanism. It's just for keeping the door shut, nothing more.
Hold it!
Is that so? The person who used this safe, Mr. Cochin, made sure the safe had 2 compartments in order to hide something. Do you honestly think that someone like that would allow the keyhole to be hidden? I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. I can't read today. I'm so illiterate. Ahem. Do you honestly think someone like that would allow the keyhole to the hidden half to look so obviously like a keyhole that even the average person could figure it out? You can't be serious. Are you saying that this hole is the keyhole to the hidden compartment to the safe? That's precisely what I'm saying. And I will prove it to you right now. The Yatagarasu's key is the key that will open it. The Yatagarasu's key? Miles Edgeworth, this had better be a very bad joke. Sorry, but this is no joke. The Yatagarasu's key is the thing that we open the safe to begin with. We know that this key opens the first compartment of the safe. The keyhole you're talking about is of an entirely different shape than that of the key. What are you talking about? Oh, you want me to... Is there a certain angle you want it at? The 2 stars? Do I do it from the knife end? Oh, yeah. That knife is also a key. Let's go over this again, shall we? The Yatagarasu's key was originally made to open Mr. Cochin's safe in the Cadopian embassy. We confirm that as a fact by opening the door to his safe with it. Now let's take a look at the back end of the key. Looking at the knife portion head on, what do you see? Are you talking? Appears that you've come to understand what I'm talking about. When viewed head on, the knife's blade is the exact same shape as the keyhole. The real function of this knife portion is to act as the key to the hidden portion of this safe. But that's preposterous! Because it looks like a knife, and was used like one to kill Mr. Faraday 7 years ago. We fell into the misconception that it was always meant to be a knife. But for both the safe and its key to conceal such a clever trick, whatever is hidden inside the secret section must be of incredible importance. Then it's possible that what I've been searching for is inside. Scruffy, hurry up and open the safe! Yes, sir. Opening it now, sir. We got paper, dragon, plate, and sphinx. I missed Gumshoe's thing. It's a bunch of funny-shaped things. I guess they're pieces of art, huh? Sure? You're in the way. Now move, Scruffy. I didn't think I was in the way. These pieces of art, they're identical to the ones that have been stolen from various countries around the world. I figured as much. These are the treasures this section of the safe was to hide from view. I believe a more thorough examination is required. This is the document that we thought was stuck earlier. I wonder what it's about. Beach me, sure. Should we look? Why don't we take a look at it first before we give up? Oh, it's all in Cadopian. Or, you know, the made-up language or whatever. Mr. Kochan's name is written here on the last page. I wonder what the significance of this document is. These are pieces of stolen art from around the world. I wonder how much they're worth, especially this one. Hey! Scruffy, don't touch these valuable pieces of art with your filthy hands. Why, do you have any idea what would happen to what would happen to you if one of them was to break? Is it just me, or did she hit one of the pieces of art just now? Oh, that's it? Okay. Really? What am I looking at then? Oh, the door? To build this trick into someone's safe is really something. Yeah, it's neat how the safe has 2 compartments. But what's really impressive is that the other end of the key was another key. I totally hadn't noticed. I wonder if Mr. Kochan was just paranoid, or if he had secrets of that, greater value. Speaking of paranoid, I once sharpened both ends of my pencil. But then, when I went to erase something, I got all paranoid that I was gonna stab myself. Please refrain from dispensing your special brand of unrelated stories while on duty. Yes, sir. Is that it? Done? No? What? 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 Where? Appears that we found the key that the Yatagarasu, misused over 7 years ago. Since she was originally from this embassy, maybe she came back to return it? Yeah, I don't think she's that kind to do such kind things. Okay then, what do you think, sir? I thought she was here for a second. This to you. For what reason did she steal the key? To out him as a filthy thief? And moiterer? But then she became a moiterer in the path to exposing a moiterer? By the way, I wanted to talk to you about the statue. I don't think I actually did it. I pressed the wrong thing. The statue resembles that hero, the Steel Samurai, don't you think? I was thinking, what would you say to changing the name to the Steel Samurai statue? It just might attract a few more tourists to our country if I did it right. I'm not sure what to think. I thought that thing was a national treasure. And also, you'd probably get copywritten to hell and are probably going to be told you cannot do that, or we'll sue the pants off of you. Yes, and I'll be the prosecutor in that case. Seems like an easy case to win, honestly. All right. We got some facts and logic. Steal your dirtiest secret. Is it possible that the dirty secret the Yatagarasu was out to steal in this very room? Dirty secret? Francesca, you're in pursuit of some dirty underhanded dealings yourself, are you not? Something tells me that this is no coincidence. In that case, then I'm the person, Oh my god. I can't read. Guys, I've been pretending this whole time. In that case, then, the person I'm looking for is here in the Babylonis embassy, The head of the smuggling operation. I might just need to ask Francesca about the smuggling case in more depth. Francesca, when we last talked, you said that you were on the trail of a smuggling ring. I suppose that's the reason you're here now, was related to that?
Yes. After analyzing the intel we gathered from various countries, this embassy rose to the top of our lists of sites to investigate.
Never mind.
And this is what tipped us off.
This accounting document?
There's only one page of the whole thing, so we're not sure about all the details.
Oh! We got 1 and 3 from the safe!
However, it's not enough for us to grab onto the tail of this beast. But you see, this type of paper was made only by the Principality of Cadopia, which means that someone in the countries of Alabas and Babal is the head. No one pulling the strings behind the entire smuggling ring.
That's Francesca for you. She's amazing, pursuing this case with all she has. Wow, that was just a genuine compliment. He didn't say, but. My facts and logic!
What do? I know what to do.
Can I deduce? Can I do some deducing? I can do some deducing. Hooray.
Eureka!
Take a good look at these documents, Francesca.
It says that there are 3 pages in total, and yet there are only 2 here.
Correct. Now take a look at the smuggling activity document in your possession. Tell me it is not possible that your page was taken from a set of 3?
Well, it certainly looks that way.
By putting our multi-part puzzle together, we seem to have arrived at an answer. 1, 2, 3. And it seems that you have now found what you were looking for.
Yes, and with this, it's become crystal clear that Mr. Kojin himself was responsible for the mass smuggling of Babyliss ink.
Babyliss ink?
Babyliss ink is a special product of the Republic of Babal. However, due to the special reason, only a limited volume is ever exported.
Hold it!
And that reason is?
That's classified. It's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. In any case, it seems that the head of the smuggling ring was our victim, Mr. Manny Cochin.
His base was in an embassy, thus it was hard for both our country and his to interfere, making it the ideal conditions under which to run a smuggling operation.
It's so frustrating. I lost the person I was to rain judgment down upon with my whip of justice.
Well, even if he's dead, we still have a responsibility to look into his misdeeds.
You expect me to whip a dead man? Well, I'm not interested.
Francesca, you must know that Manny Cochin was the suspect in the KG-8 incident.
Of course I know. On top of being the head of the smuggling ring, there's the matter of what really happened in the case that needs to be resolved. Are you done investigating?
Could she really be the villain here? I don't know. You never really know. I mean, I have a suspicion about our ambassador. He seems a little, weak. A little too sweaty. I don't know.
You realize now, don't you, that this girl's the only one it could be. Now come along quietly, Edgarasu. K. Faraday. You're under arrest for the murder of Manny Cochin.
She was here first and not with Lang. And grabbed her pretty fast.
Mr. Edgeworth! Please, you have to believe me, I didn't do it! I chased the fake Yatagarasu in here, and he was already... You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you.
Hold it!
I'd like to help you reduce the number of mistaken arrests Interpol makes.
What's that supposed to mean?
I believe I told you that Kay Faraday is not the culprit in this crime. Of this crime. Oh my god. What is up with me today? Like, usually I fuck up, yes, but not this much. Damn.
Very well, I suppose I have no choice. I'll show you just how foolish your claims are.
My glass is dirty? A little bit.
Your police confirmed that the Yatagarasu infiltrated the Babalese embassy tonight. Utilizing the confusion caused by the fire, the Yatagarasu snuck into this embassy. Furthermore, this girl claims to be the Yatagarasu. And most importantly, other than her, there was no one else here with the body.
Notice how the windows open? Your reason for suspecting Kay is because you think she's the Yatagarasu?
Exactly, but it isn't just me. She calls herself the Yatagarasu. Look, how many times do I have to tell you? I was only out to capture the fake Yatagarasu. Imposter or not, it matters not. A Yatagarasu is a Yatagarasu.
Very well, then I shall prove that Kay is not the Yatagarasu who killed Mr. Manny Cochin.
Why didn't try? Show me what the prosecutors of this country are made of.
This really is a game of I'm Yatagarasu, you're Yatagarasu, I'm Yatagarasu. Is there any other Yatagarasus I should know about? I'm the Yatagarasu. That's it. Let's see, what do I got? What do I got? She shared this building with boarders. The autograph of the guy who knew me before I even talked to him. Knife. Statue. Paper document. To the ink. The confusion that caused by the fire. The Yatagarasu snuck into this embassy? Alright, I guess we'll just press everything first. They may have confirmed it, but are you telling me that no one could catch the thief? If so, you're basically admitting that the Yatagarasu that committed a murder eluded us.
Of course, I chased after the Yatagarasu that entered the Babalese embassy right away. That is also why I'm making this arrest right now. Because at the end of my long chase, there was only this one girl.
No.
In any case, this is what I believe happened tonight.
Hold it!
You love that title? Oh yeah, I did make that one of the titles of the streams, didn't I? It feels like that would fit more for this one, where we're going. Confusion caused by the fire? Are you saying that the Yatagarasu was not the arsonist who started the fire?
A suspicious person in a long coat appeared in the area. Officers in the area claim to have seen that person start the fire.
Sounds like we have a phantom in our midst. Yeah, definitely wasn't me. Someone wasn't trying to cook their dinner in the microwave and forgot to add water to his instant noodles and caused an oopsie daisy. No way he could be considered a phantom.
Furthermore, this girl claims to be the Yatagarasu.
Hold it!
Just because she calls herself that doesn't prove that she's the killer. I was about to say, doesn't it prove that she's the killer?
No, but it does give her a motive. The Yatagarasu sent a card saying, "I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret." Furthermore, there are documents pertaining to some smuggling activity in this room. She obviously wanted to steal them. so she killed Mr. Cochin for the key.
I see. The logic is very sound. I expected nothing less of Agent Lang's secretary. However, that statement just now didn't sound right. It'd just be the opening I need. She wanted to steal the documents regarding She wanted to steal documents regarding smuggling, so she killed Mr. Cochin for the key.
That does sound weird.
But is it because you had the key first? So should I present the key, or should I present the document? I should probably save, too. Bam. Bam bam. It's already been 2 hours? Wow. I only intended to go a couple hours.
Probably not going to do that much more then.
Okay.
Objection!
Yep, okay. Key.
Agent Sheena, I regret to inform you, but there's a flaw in your logic. Oh?
Even if you claim that she is the killer and the Yatagarasu, I'm certain that securing the smuggling documents is not the motive behind the murder. The key to the safe in this room was found on Mr. Cochin's body. Furthermore, the Yatagarasu would not be so stupid as to leave without the documents. Okay, wait, why is she sweating like that? She's so calm and just beads of sweat. By the simple fact that the documents were still in the safe when we looked. It's obvious that the killer's target was not safe at all. And she is trying to pawn it off on Kay really quickly.
Then perhaps she didn't know that Mr. Cochin had the key on him?
Objection!
If that's the case, then why would she have needed to kill him? Because I can think of no reason for her to kill him if she had not known the fact.
Need, reason. All of this is simply our conjecturing after the fact. It's entirely possible that she accidentally killed him when she was sneaking in.
By stabbing him in the neck? What?
Perhaps she didn't notice that the safe's second compartment before returning the key. The fact still remains that Mr. Cochin was stabbed to death.
Objection!
How'd she accidentally do that? But you have no definitive proof that it was Kay who committed the act.
Actually, I do. I saw her holding the knife she used on the victim with my own eyes.
What?
I have to tell you a bit more about the evidence that will put her behind bars.
Updated autopsy report time.
The knife wound on the body is consistent with the blade of the knife. The knife with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon, which the killer was holding. I assume she obtained the knife from the display rack and used it on the victim.
Aha! But if she had already grabbed it after the fire, the handle would have been burned off. Gotcha.
The knife is a special 3-piece set, which has a design like no other. The evidence and testimony, it all points to the girl. There's no counter-argument.
That's your definitive evidence? Your lack of brain cells is baffling.
You see now that she is definitely the killer, right? And it's not me, definitely not. No, Mr. Edgeworth, you gotta believe me! I saw a suspicious person in a long black coat outside the embassy, I swear!
You came in here because you were chasing the suspicious person?
That's right, I ran into the office only because I was chasing after that person. Then when I entered the room, it was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing. I felt like something on the ground next to my foot, so I turned on the lights and then... Ah!
Who's there? Oh. Well, yeah, Sheena was right there.
This is... Came to this room upon hearing the girl scream.
Yeah, immediately after. So the object Kay found by her feet on the floor was the murder weapon? Which means the knife was right next to the door as well. Which means if the room was pitch black, they ran into the room, knew they were being chased, slid, I don't know, around, like, behind the door or whatever, and then when Kay went in, they slipped out, and then slipped back in. If it is Our Lady right here.
The suspicious person in a black coat came into this room before me. You continue to insist there was such a person, but if there was, where'd they go? I don't know, but they came in here. That sounds like the desperate excuses of a suspected killer, not a trustworthy testimony. You understand, don't you? We can't trust this girl's words, Mr. Edgeworth.
She has a point. Even if Kay's words are the truth, I must show that there's some solid evidence.
Miss Edgeworth, I really didn't...
Okay. Don't worry. If you didn't do it, then there must exist a way for me to prove that.
Still not giving up, I see. In that case, try to counter my argument if you can.
Don't worry, I can and will. Aha. Aha.
Hold it!
I ask that you please refrain from speculation.
That's a sound hypothesis derived from the evidence. There's no room for debate. Miles Edgeworth, know that an ungraceful loss will not be tolerated, my subordinate. Now, rebuke her.
Is that the right way you'd say that? Rebuke? Rebuttal? Rebut? That doesn't sound right. Does it just rebut her hypothesis? Is this straight up that? Sounds so uneloquent.
Now rebut her hypothesis with factual logic. Otherwise, what was your investigation for?
Yes, you're correct. Thank you.
Helping a subordinate out with advice is the job of a good superior.
She seems to be rather enjoying herself, but she is correct nonetheless. Agent Sheena, please continue with your testimony. Uh-huh. Okay. Can I present the fact that they should be burned? I got a bone to pick with you? Uh-oh.
Objection!
What? What?
It's not?
Hold it!
Maybe it's in a different one. About the three-piece set, is there really no other like it?
Let's ask Ambassador Polano for more details, shall we?
Those two moments. Yeah, it was... I mean, blush you were doing it live on stream, to be fair.
The knives are indeed special. They have the butterfly, the symbol of the Republic of Babal, engraved on them.
I'm a changed woman. Are you? I'm pretty sure he appears again later in Silent Hill 2, so I guess we'll see.
Because there are only 3 of them in the world, they are very, very valuable.
A national symbol. Well, the knives are covered in the butterfly design.
Along with the Alabastian set, our respective countries only have 3 knives each.
I see.
Satisfied now? So let's continue.
sign like no other. Now do it?
Objection!
Oh my god. Is it not that they've been burned off? So the murder had to have occurred after? Maybe that's not we're not even on that line of thinking, I guess. I don't know if that's even right.
Hold it!
Does this mean that you already have the results back? You confirm that the shape of the Babylonie's knives blade matches the wound. Please don't confuse the efficiency of Interpol's forensics teams with your own.
Objection!
I won't if you don't underestimate our police force. And so we're clear, I'd hardly say your logic is sound, which you will see in a bit. You can prove me wrong? Please, by all means, go ahead. That's been my intention all along. Now, let us return to your testimony.
Hold it!
You mean to say that you saw Kay holding the murder weapon with your own eyes? I was also on the search for the Edgeworth. When I heard that girl's screams coming from this room, I rushed straight over. When I arrived, I saw that girl there, motionless with a knife in her hands. I already told you, I only came in here because I was after the Edgeworth. The suspicious person I saw came into this room. When I entered, it was pitch dark. I felt something by my foot on the floor, so I turned on the lights and then... You found that it was the murder weapon at your feet. How many times do I have to tell you? We can't trust the words of a suspect. The only thing you'll accept as evidence, is it? That's the only acceptable way to counter an agent of Interpol on the scene of a crime. Edgeworth, do you really have some kind of evidence that can prove me innocent? I think I do, because there's one piece of evidence I find to be a bit interesting. Carefully examine that piece of evidence again. Do you want me to look at the knife and be like, it still has its handle? Ooh, Just a little detailing on this handle. It would appear that the handle on this knife is removable. Guess you show people can change them whenever they feel like it, sure? Sure sounds like fun. Only people would remove the handle just for fun, Detective. Is there a way to notice whether it's the other country's knife? So this is what took Mr. Cochin's life. Some of this blood is still on the blade. Wow, I've been a detective for 7 years already. I've seen a lot of weapons in my days. But knives that we use to kill are always the hardest for me to bear. Yes, unlike guns, this is one weapon where you're likely to find the victim's blood on it. Yeah, just like how this one's practically drenched in it, huh, sure? Man, what a thing, that blood. The Steel Samurai autograph? I can't tell if you're joking or being serious. I'm gonna stab you, Chet. If you don't cut me a break, cut me some slack for fucking up all the dialogue, you're gonna get cut! You're gonna get cut! Better watch it. Watch yourself. I'll get you. Name one time I've told a joke. I can't. I've interpreted all your jokes as sarcasm, so if it wasn't sarcasm, then, well, shit. Yep, that definitely says 1, 2, 3. Married man of Neo Tokyo. I still don't like how he calls himself Steel Samurai Daddy. I don't like this direction the show's taken. Hey. So produces the very luxurious Canopian paper, which is renowned for its extremely high quality. They each possess a set of 3 finely crafted knives. Both countries have a Prima Du statue, which are the national treasures of each country. The Republic of Babal is the sole producer of Babylonie's ink, which is made from wit crystal. It's also known to generously offer coupons. Someone say daddy. You want me to look at this again? Not that far-fetched to think that the end of this key is meant to be a butterfly. The keymaker must have been a true patriot to have fashioned this after the national symbol. And there's butterflies on the handle, too. I can't do it again. Have I not looked at everything? I think it was talking about this, maybe. Sticking out of his pocket. Oh, is it that... No, is that... That couldn't possibly be the contradiction, that she walked in and felt the knife by her foot, even though she was right by the door, and the knife that we found is by the body. That's not the contradiction. That's not gonna be it. There's no way that's it. The killer was holding. Yep. Cleaned it from the display rack and used it on the victim. First part of a special three-piece set. The evidence and testimony at all points to the girl. No counter-argument. Are you sure she got it from the rack? Wasn't badly burnt by the fire. I guess this could, like... Oh, you know... That's how you present the fire. The body. I wouldn't be surprised if that was a way to do it. Alright, what haven't we pressed? We pressed that one, we pressed that one. Pressed that. We didn't press this. No, I believe there's still room for debate. I'll thank you not to decide that for me. I can't decide anything for you. I'm merely looking at the reality.
Objection!
Are you sure you're not just viewing the facts through rose-colored glasses?
Mr. Edgeworth, I think she's mad at you.
Perhaps, but our definitions of reality are a tad different.
Are the two of you done chatting?
Sheena's proof is the Babyliss knife that Kay was allegedly holding. Yeah, so, how are you gonna prove that Kay didn't do it, sir? Agent Sheena wants to suspect Kay mainly because Kay was the only one here. Then I must show her evidence that Kay couldn't have committed the murder. But do you have evidence, sir? Yes. There's one piece of evidence that seems very unnatural to me. I believe it is my duty to point that out to Agent Sheena. Is it that his body wasn't badly burned?
Objection!
Okay. The knife with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon, which the killer was holding. Okay. Obtain the knife from the display rack and use it on the victim. What do they want me to present? I don't know. The statue? Oh, I guess the knives are in the statue picture, but is that right? That's not right. Is that right?
Objection!
No. I'm gonna fall over dead. What am I missing here? Let's have the butterflies on. blood. Yep. Mm-hmm. Whee. How do I prove that she couldn't possibly have done it? I don't know. I don't know. Edgeworth knows, but I don't. He sure likes to keep us in the dark. Is this one really obvious? Am I being a dum-dum? Knife wound on the body is consistent with the blade of the knife. Knife was with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon, which the killer was holding. I assume she obtained the knife from the display rack and used it on the victim. The knife is part of a special 3-piece set, which has a design like no other. All the evidence points to the girl.
Objection! Objection!
No. Dang it! Drat! Foiled again! I gotta load. I'm getting too low. Is that... No, not autosave. From the display rack. I don't know. What proves it couldn't have been her? One of a set of 3 ornamental knives covered in the victim's blood. Blade save his wound. I'm lost. I don't know. Yes? You...
Objection!
No? Okay. The statue shit's all melted, too. Okay, couldn't have committed the murder. The knife doesn't look like the others. I know, that's what I've been trying to push this whole time. That was my initial instinct, is that the fucking handle would be burned. It was burned off. So the murder had to have happened before the fire. But like... Here, on this one?
Objection!
Oh, fucking thank God! I was right the whole time, just pressing it on the wrong thing. Like, I think it would have made more sense to do it on the display rack one, because the ones on the display rack have their handles burnt off, but whatever. I love having the right idea and then fucking bumbling around because I didn't do it on the right thing. That's just classic Ace Attorney. So the murder weapon was the knife with the butterfly design on it. But is that really the truth? What are you getting at? I'd like for you to take a look at this. Okay, or maybe not. Oh, it does have the vines on it. There's blood on the blade, yet there's not a speck of blood on the handle. Oh. Yes! That still also proves the point I was trying to make. That the murder happened before the fire. Because they were able to obtain a handle. This signifies that at the time of the crime, a different handle was attached to this blade. The knife that Kay was holding had its handle switched and was in fact not the real murder weapon.
It was... What? Wait, what? It wasn't the real murder weapon?
The knife can be taken apart. Shall we give it a go? Okay. Chunk! Oh my god, it was a flower knife the whole time. As you can see, the Beverly's knife now has been disassembled into 2 parts. The killer must have pulled the murder weapon out of the victim's body and proceeded to swap the knife's original handle with the butterfly one. It was all to create the illusion that Mr. Cochin was killed with the butterfly-themed knife. This should clear up any and all suspicion surrounding Kay.
Your argument isn't airtight yet.
How so?
It's possible that the girl herself is the one who switched the handles.
Hold it!
That'd be ridiculous. For what purpose would she do such a thing?
I don't get to know how a criminal thinks. The way they view the world is beyond the comprehension of a normal person like myself. Therefore, I wouldn't put anything past them, no matter how odd it may seem.
Objection!
The truth is right there in front of you. This knife will show you the way. You will come to see that Kay is not and could not have been Mr. Cochin's killer. Okay. There's quite a bit of, Mr. Cochin's blood on this blade. Thanks to being a prosecutor, I guess I have become accustomed to seeing blood. But this is not what's important right now.
What's this mark here?
It's the mark of a flower. I assume you know what this means.
No, not really. Butterflies rest on flowers all the time and drink their sweet nectar.
And so they do. However, will this butterfly really drink the nectar of this flower? The answer is clearly not a chance. It's fucking obvious.
Take that!
You can't be serious.
Appears that you've made a connection. The flower on this blade is designed after a certain country's national symbol. That's right, the kingdom of Alabast. In other words, this blade is from one of Alabast's ornamental knives. This part of the knife handle has Babal's national symbol of the butterfly on it. Therefore, it is undeniably Babal's in origin. But, as we both know, you can't kill someone with just a knife handle. Incidentally, when exactly did the murder occur again, Agent Sheena?
After the fire had broken out?
Okay, it was after the fire. That's right. Kay entered the Babylonese embassy after the fire had taken place. Furthermore, she had not been to the Alabastian side of the building before then. On top of that, not a single person passed between the 2 countries during the fire. Which means that Kay could not have transported an Alabastian object over here. This makes it impossible for her to be the true killer. Whoop! Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. What a great victory! You kind of had the right idea for maybe like 10 to 15 minutes where you were kind of just playing around with your evidence, even though you just had to press objection on that one specific line that was almost the same as the other 3 lines that you already had objectified to. But that's fine. It's fine. You did it, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes. Why is everyone so quiet? Happy to see we've gotten this far and cleared Kay's name. But what worries me now is what will happen next.
Objection!
What's the meaning of this? An Alabastian knife here?
Do you mean how did it find its way to the Republic of Babal? It didn't just find its way over, rather, we should focus on how it was smuggled over.
You know what? My brain hurts just thinking about it while we're just standing around. Thinking while you're on the run? Now that's the way a great thief operates.
Okay.
Well, thanks a bunch, Mr. Edgeworth, for proving me innocent, I mean. You believed in me the whole time, right? Tell me you did.
Not really, but...
Come on, you don't have to be shy about it. Your argument is still not airtight.
Would you care to elaborate?
I said that the girl did not commit the crime. However, there's still the possibility that she is the Yatagarasu. That again? Look, how many times do I have to explain it to you? I'm the real Yatagarasu. I'm not like the fake one that goes around setting fires, okay? Whether you're the real deal or a fake, it doesn't really matter. All I have to say is this. I have my suspicions that this girl's the one who started the fire.
Objection!
Preposterous. And on what grounds do you suspect her of such a thing? From murder to fire setting, you just want her behind bars.
The fact that she calls herself the Yatagarasu, that in of itself is elegant proof. Miss Sheena? Yes? I have no intention of taking back any of what I've said. I am the great thief Yatagarasu, and I refuse to allow some impostor to claim that name as their own. The path of justice that my father pointed me towards, I will walk it the best I can. It's not good to be so stubborn. I hope you can understand that. And look, who else is being stubborn, Sheena? A little hypocritical, don't you think? Thanks a lot for the concern, Miss Sheena. Let me share something with you, too, as a token of my appreciation. Those sunglasses totally do nothing for you, so I'll steal them from you next time, okay? You're fucking ugly, bitch. See ya. Going to where? The Kingdom of Alabasta. If we don't go, we won't know for sure, right? I suppose not. We're not getting anywhere simply by standing here thinking. To see where the Alabastian knife came from, we'll have to pay a visit to the Alabastian Embassy a visit. Let's go, Miles Edgeworth. As you are my subordinate, I will not tolerate you burying the investigation to a halt. Burying? What the fuck am I saying?
Understood. I will bury all of the evidence.
That's no. Wait, Miles, no!
To be continued. Well, you know what? That's a great place to end it for today. This was meant to just be a little extra, bumper to today's Silent Hill stream, because I intend to do a long Silent Hill stream. So, unfortunately, you will all have to wait a little bit longer to see how this case continues.
Well, Laser, we can't really continue that much because this case is incredibly long, according to Big Boss. So, if we just keep going, it's just going to turn into only Ace Attorney today, and I really want to play some more Silent Hill. Spooky month, after all. We got to play some more spooky games. And I was really enjoying it, so don't worry. We'll be back, of course, with Ace Attorney Investigations. Both this one and the sequel. There's so much more Ace Attorney. Laser, come on. Come on. Come on! Plus, I wasn't on my A game today, so hopefully next time I'll be a bit better. I apologize for that. Oh my god. I can't even speak when I'm not reading. Okay, everybody. That'll be all for Ace Attorney Investigations today. We will be hopping over to Silent Hill 2 in just a moment. I'll probably take like a 10-minute recess. Just a little Ace Attorney lingo. Just to freshen up and maybe wake up a little bit. So, we'll be back right away, all live viewers, if you want to pop back in for Silent Hill. Laser, I think she was mostly kidding. Mostly. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I mean, she was very, very enthusiastic about him, and I'm sure we'll see him again today. All right, everybody. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. See you soon.